deliver this declamation speech of our first Honorable Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, which was delivered by him on 15th August 1947 as the first speech after the Indian independence on the topic Tryst with Destiny. Long years ago we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly, or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends and when the soul of a nation long suppressed finds utterance. It is fitting that this solemn moment we take pledge of dedication to the service of India and the people, to the still larger cause of humanity. At the dawn of history, India started on an unending quest, and trackless centuries are filled with her striving and the grandeur of her success and her failures. Through good and in fortune alike, she never lost sight of that quest or forgot the ideals which gave her strength. We end today a period of ill fortune, and India discovers herself again. The achievement we celebrate today is but a step, an opening of opportunity to the greater triumphs and achievements that await us. Are we brave enough and wise enough to grasp this opportunity and accept the challenge of the future? Freedom and power brings responsibility. This responsibility rests upon this assembly, a sovereign body representing the sovereign people of India. Before the birth of the freedom, we endured all the pains of labor, and hearts are heavy with the memory of sorrow. Some of these pains continue even now. Some of these pains, nevertheless, the past is over and is the future that beckons to us now. The future is not one of ease or the resting, but of incessant striving, so that we may fulfill the pledges we have so often taken and the one we shall take today. The service of India means the service of the millions who suffer. It means the ending of poverty, ignorance, the disease, and inequality of opportunity. The ambition of the greatest man of our generation has been to wipe every tear from every eye. That may be beyond us, but as long as there are tears and suffering, so long our work will not be over. And so we have to labor and to work hard to give reality to our dreams. Those dreams are for India, and they are also for the world, for all the nations and people are too closely knit together today for any one of them to imagine that it can live apart. Peace has been said to be indivisible, and so is also freedom, so is prosperity now, and so also is disaster in this one world that can no longer be split into isolated fragments. To the people of India, whose representatives we are, we appeal to join with us with faith and confidence in this great adventure. This is no time for pity and destructive criticism, no time for ill will or blaming others. We have to build a noble mansion of free India where all her children may dwell. Thank you for listening to me. Happy Independence to all. Vande Mataram. Thank you, ma'am.
Very, very good, very good, very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very good. And you record it and send it to me. I'll send it to sister also. I'll forward it to sister.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next.